I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot if you have made a mistake in the counting. So over here, right, I'm going to pull out my hook and I'm going to count. So starting from after a stitch marker, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So for this round, I'm actually on my round 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for my 5th round, I should be doing single crochet 3 followed by an increase, and that will give me 30 stitches. However, I only have 27. So therefore, instead of just pulling out one round back to the last stitch marker position, I'm going to undo them step by step, stitch by stitch, to see where is the actual mistake. So I take out my stitch marker, I'll release my previous round's last stitch so that I will not frog too much into the previous round. So now, right, remembering that we are doing 1, 1, 1 increase, and when I work backwards, it should be increase 1, 1, 1. So I'm going to check whether this pattern is still accurate. So this is increase. So I took that out, that was correct. Then the next one should be 1, 1. However, there's actually one more here which I've totally missed out. Mainly because of the increase that actually looks like a bigger stitch, and sometimes it might tower over the next stitch. So just be careful on that, not to miss your stitch because of your previous stitch. So okay, so now it's 2, 1, 1, 1. So next one should be 2. So let's see. So when I put this out, yes, there is 2. So that's correct. 1. Then again, I have missed out 1. So this is supposed to be 1. And the next one is supposed to be 1. But it seems really bulky over here. So I felt that it's like an increase over here. There might be 2 in this stitch. So we take it out and check. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So there were 3 in this stitch, and therefore it's wrong. So you should not even have 3 in the first place. So 2, 1, 1, 1. The next one should be 2. But I only have 1 stitch in this one. So this is supposed to be 2, followed by 1, 1, and again there's a missing stitch here, 1. So this one should be 2, followed by 1, 1, 1. This one should be 2, but I only have 1. This 1, 1, 1. Then it's 2 again, 1, 1, 1. So as you can see, there are a few different kinds of mistakes over here. So we just have to be careful about it. So one way to figure out your mistake earlier is to do it halfway and then count forward to check whether you're right. So what I'll do is that I'll do half of my projects. So I'm keeping my counts, but there's a chance that I might miscount. Okay, so I've done a few stitches here. I'm going to count forward now. So starting from where my last stitch is, right, I'll find my first stitch. So this is supposed to be 1, 1, 1, 2. So you can see whenever you have an increase, it actually looks like 2 side view V's trying to squeeze into one hole. And normally that stitch will be slightly bigger, but it might be difficult to identify because you can see many holes all around. So we are just going to count forward and check whether it can meet the end. I think this will be easier for most of the beginners. So 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay, this one looks correct. And then I'm going to go forward. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. So I'm going to count again, working on my stitches. Okay, so now before I reach the end, I want to count again because I felt that, oh, I might have done something wrong. So I count 1 1 1 2, 1 1 1 2, 1 1 1 2, 1 1 1 2, 1 1 1 2. So if this 2, 1 1 1 2, 1 1, so it doesn't match up. So therefore something is wrong. So therefore you are not going to continue anymore. You are going to undo your stitches. So you come backwards. 2 1 1 1, 2 1 1 1, 2, but you have 3 here, 1 1, but you have 2 here, 1 2 1 1, instead of 1 I have 2 1. So supposed to be 2, but I only have 1. 2 1 1 1. So I check 1 1 1 2. So in this way, you will not waste too much time trying to like finish the whole round and make a mistake, undo all the way to the front again, and do again, come back again. So this will be much better. If you keep making the same mistake over and over again, you might consider using another stitch marker to help you mark the next set. So now you know that you are doing 1 1 1 2. I'm going to check 1 1 1 2. So I place my stitch marker here, and then I work on the next set. 1 1 1. Take out my stitch marker. So after you take out, make sure you remember where it is and do your 2. So after you have done that, you can count again. 1 1 1 2. So it should be this one here. Place your stitch marker, and then you do again. Okay, so don't try to frog everything once you realize that there's a mistake in the count. And make sure that when you are frogging it, you should first release the last release your last stitch of the previous round. Place your stitch marker first before you start to pull them out. Because if you didn't place it back, you might have a hard time finding out where is your last stitch of the round. So if that actually happens, one way to help you identify is to look at this spiral. So you see all these spirals, and you can see where the spiral starts from. So over here you can see that it sprouts up from here. So I'll assume that this part here is my first increase. So I'll look back at my last stitch and look upwards. And following the stitches up here, I'll assume that this is my last stitch of the round. So that's one way. But if you are still unable to identify, then in that case, you might have to undo and then start from somewhere which is more identifiable. So either use a stitch marker, you can also use other forms of making the marker, such as cutting up bits and pieces of yarn and tie a knot over there. Yep. So this is how you can troubleshoot your work.